Sam Riley's big moment at the Opera House has arrived. Chris Reason, what's happening?
And incredible. I think that we're just hearing that she's there. Let's spin the camera around and have a look. There she is, giving us a wave from the very top, and everybody down here is waving back. What a fantastic sight. Sam Riley. It took a bit longer than we thought. She had to climb those stairs all the way to the top. They had to put a special safety harness onto her for those last final few steps to get out on that very precarious position. She's standing there now. I can't quite see that famous Sam Riley smile, but I'm sure it's beaming away. I can see the torch. I'm sure you can too. What must she feel like? She was telling us... There she is. Extraordinary. This girl's got guts. She told us earlier she was so disappointed about missing out on her place in the Olympic team. But this really is an amazing consolation prize. Look at her up there, waving away. She said she had no fear of heights. There's no problem for her being up there. It's an incredible sight, and a helicopter spinning around her, capturing this moment. As I mentioned earlier too, this picture is going live around the world to millions and millions of people. From here, just quickly, Sam's going to take it back down. It'll get on that River Cat, and it's going to head up to Homebush Bay for the lighting of the cauldron. Ross, we'd better give it back to you so you can get back on with the news.
A truly magical moment. Chris Reason, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Well, Sydney's transport system has coped with its first true Olympic test. Thousands crowded buses and trains to Olympic Park for tonight's opening ceremony with no major delays.
All across the city, families are dressing up for the big night.
And in about half an hour from now, our athletes will be driven from the village to the Superdome, which is just across the road from the main stadium, to watch the start of the ceremony on the big screen. Then 520 of them who are marching will come into the stadium for the parade of athletes. And in a special honour tonight, those Australian athletes who have been to 3 or more Olympics will have the honour of leading the Australian team into the stadium.
Great night. Coming up in 7 News, a final message from Olympic chiefs.
And let's take another look at Sam Riley's torch climb.
After years of criticism, the tide is turning for Olympics Minister Michael Knight. Ticket sales will be a record, and IOC President Juan Antonio Samaranch is ready to deliver the words he wants to hear.
The winner is Sydney.
It's 7 years almost to the day since the announcement that forever changed a city and a nation.
Now, to finance the Australian dollar's horror run continues, remaining below 55 cents. It closed this afternoon at 54.9 US, with analysts still puzzled why it remains so low. It buys $1.30 in New Zealand. On the stock market, AMP down 50 cents, Telstra down 7, while the All Ordinaries lost 13 points. Today's Big Dipper, Melbourne IT, falling more than 10% following a management upheaval.
Boeing has decided to replace the rudder mechanism on all of its 737 jets after discovering a potentially fatal fault. The replacement program affects more than 60 aircraft flying in Australia.
It's the workhorse of commercial aviation. 737s have racked up 100 million hours of flying and statistically have a better safety record than any other plane.
And sport now. And can Australia win gold on the opening day of competition, Nick McArdle?
Ross, we have great chances in triathlon and cycling, a preview next. And the families fly in to support our swimmers. Olympic competition begins tomorrow and Australia has several gold medal chances. Women's triathlon offers our best hope. It could even be a clean sweep. No racing in Sydney tomorrow because of the Olympics, but they are running in Newcastle and Melbourne. Our tipster, Max Presnell, likes Kutamutu at Broadmeadow. That's race 7, number 1, Kutamutu. And Ross and Anne, Jelena Dokic's father, has been banned from all women's tennis tournaments for 6 months after his outburst at the US Open. But the ban doesn't apply at the Olympics, so he'll be courtside with Jelena.
OK, thanks very much, Nick. Well, Adam Digby will join us next with the Olympic weather.
It's looking good for tonight and the first days of competition.
Hi everyone. Don't let the grey skies worry you. A change brought in the cloud this morning, but the forecast is dry. Top temperatures of 19 on the coast to 22 inland, 17 in town right now. Satellite pictures showing some light cloud down in the Bight, heavier cloud further west, and the thin cloud over us not showing up very well and not producing rain. On the chart, the weak change that brought the cloud has already passed. A high pressure system will return the sunshine for the first day of competition tomorrow, and we'll keep an eye on that weakening change to the west. Interstate, some cloud on the way for Brisbane, and there'll be a late change in Adelaide, looking fine elsewhere. On the harbour, smooth waters for the triathlon swim, slight seas on a low swell, northwest to northeast winds reaching around 15 knots later, sunrise at 7 minutes to 7, setting at 6:47. Looking at the coastal Sydney venue forecast, early morning cloud, clearing to lengthy sunny breaks during the day. An offshore northeast sea breeze will keep maximum temperatures to around 21 and 22 degrees. Further inland, a cool night dawning on a cloudy morning, but sunny breaks coming through as light westerly winds start to shift around to the northeast. Highs of 23 degrees at most venues, including the stadium, where it'll be around 17 degrees at 7 p.m. tonight, dropping to 14 by 10 o'clock. But once again, the forecast is dry. Regional Sydney staying fine, partly cloudy on the central coast, fine and mild from the Blue Mountains right down into the Nepean Valley, highs of 23. Looking ahead Sunday, wonderful, sunshine and 24, dry with some cloud Monday and Tuesday, chance of a thunderstorm Wednesday evening, clearing Thursday, Ross and Ansa. Good luck to all the competitors. Here we go.
Yep, starting gun's about to go off. Thanks, Adam. That's the news from Olympic Park, where the opening ceremony is about to begin.
So stay with us now, and 7 News every night at 6 throughout the games for exclusive coverage. Have a great night's viewing. Good night.
Have a great night.